make an Airbnb of Vrbo. Picture a vacation rental with a host.
Well, that would be nice to have on the way home. A little music.
The kitchen, the bathroom,
go along with my video.
Bathroom, the downstairs bedroom, and the TV.
Hello, y'all.
Surprise! It's where you can.
It's 4:30 p.m. Well, actually, it's a little after that. And I'm once again on my way home.
Voila, you've got yourself a Vrbo.
So,
that's completely and totally host-free.
I don't know what we're going to talk about today. I thought maybe I'd let some of you guys out there ask me some questions or some comments or whatever. If you felt like it. If and you ought to, as they say in Appalachia. Speaking of which, there's a young girl that does videos, and she's from Appalachia, and some of the things that she says are just a real trip. She does like an Appalachia word of the day and situations in Appalachia and how you can tell people are from Appalachia and all kinds of stuff. And for those who don't know, the Appalachia is the mountains in North Carolina. They call that the Appalachian area. Some people call it Appalachian, which is wrong. Most of the people out here in the Midwest, they, not being from the East Coast and being from North Carolina like I am, they don't know that it's the Appalachian Mountains, not the Appalachian Mountains. So they pronounce it wrong. That's kind of a pet peeve for me, but I try not to raise too much sin about it anyway. So anyway, it's another beautiful day in Missouri. We got up to, what's the temperature right now? Let's see what the temperature is. Temperature is 66 degrees today. I think I've got a thermometer in my shop. Well, it's not my shop, it's a shop that I work in. And I've got a thermometer in there, and it was showing 71 degrees today. But that's because the wall that it's on is in the sunlight. It gets a lot of the sunlight, so the wall heats up a little bit. And so that's the temperature it was showing today. I don't mean to start with the weather, but the weather's been nice here the last few days. It's a real break that after all the snow and stuff we've had recently, it's been real nice to be able to not have to wear a coat all day, or something that's a little thicker and insulated. So anyway, I don't see anybody on here yet. Well, there's one person. Hello, viewer. How's it going? So I'm on my way home again. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. I'm kind of out of things to talk about today. If anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to put it down there in the comments, or hit the subscribe button, or tap the screen twice for like, or whatever it is you want to do. I've been today, for some reason my radio is working. I don't know what's up with that. Usually the Bluetooth takes over and my radio goes dead, and I'm not able to listen to music while I'm doing a video. So it's really cool that I actually get to today. That's pretty interesting, needless to say. So I think I'm going to go a different way home today. It's a little quicker. It's a little more congested, but I've had a long day and I'm tired. I'm ready to get home and sit in my recliner and maybe watch some TV or something. I might go downstairs and listen to some albums or something. Here recently, I've gotten into collecting vinyl. Vinyl's making a comeback these days. I listen to a guy sometimes, not so much recently, but in the past year or so, I've bought quite a few records off the line. There's a guy over in Tennessee that runs a company called Collect Co. And he does like videos where he streams like a live auctions and album sales. So he has all these things pre-marked, the prices, and he'll go through some of those, and then he'll do like an auction at the same time. He puts a bunch of albums out, like 3 or 4 at the top, and he'll tell you what they are. If they're original press, if they're limited edition, if they're special edition or whatever. he'll give you all the details on it. And he's got people that work on these things all day. So what he does is he goes around and he buys all these record collections. And he says he won't usually go get albums unless there's like maybe like 500 or more. It's not really worth his effort or his time to go get a collection that's any less. But he'll go buy like thousands of albums at a time, and he'll do these auctions every night. And like, I think it's Thursday night, which will be tomorrow, he'll do metal night. So most of the stuff that he is going to be selling will be metal albums. But anyway, so I've bought quite a few from him. They do a really good job packing them up and everything. And vinyl seems to be making a comeback because there's usually really, really busy. And there's some of these albums that go for, you know, hundreds of dollars. Personally, I wouldn't spend $100 on a record. I mean, if I did, it would have to be something like really, really super special for me to spend that much money on it. But, you know, I generally limit myself to, you know, $30 or so. And every once in a while, I've been able to, you know, like on the auctions, I've been able to get albums, you know, for around that price that are limited editions or whatever. Because by the time you pay the tax on it and then the shipping, you know, a $30 album is going to cost you like $48. And he does a $7 shipping, but, you know, you got to figure the tax and everything and all that crap. So anyway, again, that's Chad at Collectco, COLLECTCO, Collectco. He's on Facebook. He also live streams on X and on YouTube. So his auctions and album sales start at 5 p.m. East Coast time. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. East Coast time, 5 p.m. Central, which is where I'm at. I'm the Central time zone. So, as I said, I'm taking a different way home today. It's a little quicker. Just had a long day. I managed to do 16 vehicles today, and you know, that when you have everything, you know, kind of ready to go, you know, when you get in the morning, you got your paperwork pulled, you got your decals and the door jambs already. It makes it a lot easier. And here more recently, I've had somebody, you know, that comes in and they pull these vehicles forward. So as soon as I get done with one, he's in there, he moves it out, he pulls my lines forward, and he adds more in from the back. So my bays hold 16 vehicles at one time. And it's really cool to have somebody there to help me along the way I need to. We got some traffic up here. It's going well. It looks like it's moving along pretty well. State trooper got him on it. Anyway, so, woo! Slow down. And everybody's on the brakes right now. For you guys coming in, I was talking about record sales and things like that. And if you don't mind, if you guys will hit the like button and maybe subscribe or whatever, that's fine too. I've been telling everybody every day, you know, I'm not really in this for the money. I'm not in it for any kind of recognition. I want to make my channel grow a little bit so that, you know, people are entertained, so to speak. I feel like, you know, there are a lot of channels out there to watch, and there's a lot of interesting people. And you know, I follow quite a few people that, you know, I go see their stuff like during the day sometimes at lunch or when I'm on break. I can't really do it long because I'm too busy. And then in the evenings when I get home, I don't spend a lot of time, you know, going through, you know, videos. I do go through the short videos though, and I share those all the time. I don't really share them to my video feed a lot, but I have. But anyway, so that's probably what I'll do this evening. I'll go home and listen to some records. I've got a couple of albums that I've not listened to yet. I've got, let's see, Static X, Wisconsin Death Trip is a good album. And I've seen them in concert actually a few times. And I really enjoy their music. I know Wayne Static isn't with them anymore. He died unfortunately a few years ago, but they've got a guy named Zero that's singing for them. Rumor has it that the singer that is with Static X is actually the same singer that's with the band called Dope, if any of you are familiar with those bands. I don't know, what kind of music you guys listen to out there, but I listen to a lot of different things. Like the 80s music, like the genre of the 80s, like pop music, like Duran Duran and Tears for Fears and Flock of Seagulls and the Fix, and then I like the big hair bands, Twisted Sister, Motley Crue, Poison, a lot of those bands. Then of course, the 80s metal with Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth, bands like that. So I've got a pretty wide range of stuff to listen to. I do like the 90s music as well. However, the bad thing about the 90s music is unless a band had more than one song that was really good, a lot of those bands didn't really do much. There were like a lot of one-hit wonders in the 90s. And don't get me wrong, they may be talented, and it's like the one song was good music, but you really had to appreciate the other stuff that they did in order to buy an album or a CD by them. Because the one thing I hate doing is buying a CD for one song. That just kind of defeats the purpose, of even having it. When you can go online, like Spotify and some other places like that, download like a single song, and then you'll have it, just the one that you like. But so I've got the Wisconsin Death Trip album. I don't even think I've opened that one. I don't think I've even listened to it. I don't think a needle's ever hit the vinyl because it's brand new and sealed. So I may do that this evening. I've been on my video channel. I do have videos of some of the records that I bought. Now I've run into a lot of copyright deals where, for some reason, somebody will make claim to the copyright on albums that I play. Generally, I only play like a minute of these things, so I have to go through this whole long process with YouTube about trying to have whoever has made claim to the music to release it, so that I'm allowed to share it with people. I don't know what the big deal is really, because when you buy an album, the album is yours, and a lot of these bands that I play, they don't do music anymore. They're not even on tour, or the bands have split up, or they're just not the same bands anymore, and stuff like that. So it makes absolutely no sense to me. I can understand copyright if I'm trying to make money off of whatever it is that I'm playing, but I don't play the music to make money. I don't, I'm not promoting it. I guess in a way I am, but I'm not doing it for my personal gain. I'm just, I like to share music, and if somebody is curious about something, I may have a video on my feed. What I do is I set the album in front of my record player, my stereo, and then I'll play the music, comment, they'll like it, or whatever. Did I blink out? Can somebody tell me, did I blink out for a second? I know there's a dead spot right along here somewhere. I'm on Interstate 70 headed east from O'Fallon, Missouri. I know there's a couple of dead spots in here, but hopefully I won't lose my feed. I see I got 8 people hanging out with me. That's really good today. If you guys don't mind, do me a favor and hit the like button, just so that I know I'm being heard and if you guys are liking what I'm talking about. I think people liked my video yesterday, I had like, I don't know, it was like 459 views or something like that. That's like, I've noticed the more that I do videos, the more response I get, as far as, people liking the video or views. And whether this is just people panning through or people have suggested my videos, I don't know. But it's really cool that, I'm getting out anyway. I kind of like doing this. This is, I see a lot of different types of people doing videos. You got your people that do tarot cards. That seems to be like the big thing these days, is the tarot cards. And I go watch them sometimes and listen to them, do fortunes or whatever it is they do. Then you got people that play games, which I haven't really figured out yet how to. I've got one of those Oculus things, the 3D or VR virtual reality generators, and I haven't figured out yet how to videotape or video when I'm going through, like different worlds and stuff. But I'll figure that out eventually. That'll be a lot of fun once that happens. But if any of you are Oculus, it's it actually puts you in the video game as an avatar, so it's really neat to do that. It's like a totally different world. It's almost like escaping from reality. Well, I guess it is escaping from reality, and you go into this like cartoon virtual world where you can interact with other people and things like that. You can play games. They got different worlds you can go explore and all kinds of stuff like that. I've talked a little bit about this before, so one of these days I'll figure out how to get all that done. And I would like to say that later on today, I think at 5 p.m. East Coast time, maybe it's 6 p.m. East Coast. Anyway, you guys might want to check out Facebook and go to the Antiseen, ANTISEEN webpage. They do a live video cast. Jeff Clayton, who is the lead singer, he usually does some pretty cool stuff on there. He does his show on Tuesdays. Well, let's see, what's today? Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? He did his show last night. Today's Wednesday. Man, I can't even remember what day it is anymore. It's what happens when you work long hours. You don't get a lot of sleep. But anyway, he does video casts of what his band's up to, and things like he does like a top 10. Real neat guy. You guys go check him out sometime. But anyway, so then you've got people on there that like they do these challenges. You've got people on there that they're like with pens that write names, and you put your name down at the bottom and stuff like that. There's an old man that I don't know where he's from. He does he builds things with cardboard and waste boxes, and he's got some really neat stuff that he's done that really takes him a lot of time and really intricate and really detailed. He's called the paper builder or paper mechanic, or I don't know, something has something to do with paper. And he's really cool. He's an older guy, and he's got a pretty good following. I follow him too, and then there's a couple other people that they do mostly short videos, but most of the content that they put on is pretty funny, and I watch them quite a bit. It's really neat that we have this now, because it used to be that if you wanted to interact with people, you had to be either live or you had to be somewhere where there was a lot of people, or school or stuff like that. So this is a really cool thing that we have these days, that we can reach out over video and talk to people about our interests or things that we do in life, or whatever. Then it gives me time to kind of, unwind too. I'm on my way home from work to do a video. We kind of just talk about my day and stuff like that. The only problem is I can never get anybody to comment or, like or share or anything like that. So it would be really cool if I could, get some likes or some love or something. That would make me feel better. Anyway. But there's a girl that I follow also, or I subscribe to her. She's from Brazil, and her name is Monica, and she sings. Now, she's not the greatest singer in the world, but she's pretty entertaining. And she talks a lot about. She's got like a Patreon or something, and she talks a lot about her life and stuff like that, her family, and her son helps her out with her videos. He gets everything set up for her and helps her out, helps her get started and all that good stuff. So there's a good song, some Pink Floyd. Wow. I'm looking at a pixie. I don't know if you guys know what pixies are. They're reflections of the sun in the clouds. It's kind of like orange and red and blue. It's really neat. The sun's really nice today. Let's see if I can turn this video around. I might be able to show you guys. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Let me see. So if you look, oh, it's too bright. Okay, well, never mind. But it's like right in behind that stoplight there. Anyway. I live near airports, so I get a lot of airplane traffic too, through this area. But that's pretty neat that it's there. Anyway, does anybody have any questions today? I mean, let's get some interaction going on or something. Share their comment or ask a question about anything. Just stay away from politics and religion. I try not to discuss those things. Politics and religion have become quite a focal point for a lot of controversy these days. And, it seems like no matter which side you're on, somebody's going to find something wrong with it, and I don't know why we just can't all get along, to be honest with you. I guess some people just choose not to. So I stay away from that kind of stuff. I just, if somebody's got a question, they ask me, I'm going to give you a short answer if it has anything to do with politics or religion. So I'd rather you not waste your time, but I'll answer the question, or I'll dance around the question anyway. I have to be brutally honest because, I'm not going to get on here and, sugarcoat anything. Sugarcoating is for pastries and donuts, which I don't eat either one. It's a health choice more or less than anything else. But man, what a nice day. There's somebody out here with us, Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scouts. Hey, if you guys get a chance, I don't know, how many of you follow the Girl Scouts or whatever, but there's a video that talks about all the crap they put in those cookies. Now, I'm not down on them because they're doing it, I guess, for a good cause, but I'm not going to eat any Girl Scout cookies anytime soon, not after what I heard anyway. There's just a lot of unhealthy things in there that you shouldn't be eating. Of course, I guess, unless you're eating organic food, there's a lot of stuff in everything that we eat these days that's not good for you or could possibly kill you if you're allergic or whatever. Anyway. So I got 6 people watching me. I think the number's been as high as 13 today, so that's pretty cool. And like I say, my video from yesterday, I got like 450 some odd views on it. I'd like to get to 500. If I could get 500 people to view my videos, that would be really neat. That'd be quite an accomplishment. Now, I do have videos that have more views, but not personal live videos like of me talking and stuff. They've been, when I go to concerts sometimes, I'll shoot videos. And the one place that I really like to shoot videos at is a place called Family Arena. It's in St. Charles, Missouri. And the acoustics in this place are freaking right on. And I always get a real crisp, clear sound. And the volume's always like really perfect for these videos that I shoot. So I've got like the Fab Four. They're a Beatles tribute band. I think I've got Blue Oyster Cult on there. I've got Chris Anderson. That's the guy that used to sing for the band Yes. I have him on there. I've got some Godsmack on there, and you know, a few other bands. Actually, a lot of other bands. And those videos usually do pretty well. Even still, I mean, these videos are old, and I'm still getting, you know, new views all the time. So that's really neat that it happens that way. Oh, my sweet thing is home. Isn't that cool? But anyway, so I just thought I'd get on here and do another video today. It's really cool that you guys are stopping in and saying hello. Well, none of you have actually said hello, but I'm sure you're probably behind the screen going, hello. All right, well, I guess I'm going to take off, guys. I'm in my driveway now, and I may do another video tomorrow. I'm not really sure. I'd really like to come up with some kind of I don't want to say a platform, but some kind of a thing where I could actually, you know, talk about something people are interested in. If you have any ideas, that would really help me out, you know, to see what people want to hear about. Just don't do politics or religion. I want to stay away from that stuff. But anyway, you guys have a good evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Just, I'm usually on from about 4:30 p.m. Central Time until about, well, 5 o'clock. That's when I got home at 5 today. So anytime you guys want to stop in and say hello or like my video or give me a thumbs up or, you know, follow me or subscribe or whatever it is people do these days, that'd be really awesome. Anyway, y'all take it easy. I'll talk to you later.